friends, it's UrsulasRevenge and happy Wednesday update day. It's week 3 of the 2024 Halloween event and there is a lot of stuff to talk about. There are activities returning from previous years as well as new activities debuting this year, plus some non-weekly updated related Star Stable news. There's quite a bit to get through and I really hope I don't forget anything, so let's just talk about it. First thing we're going to talk about is the title of today's update, which is Beware of Werewolves, because we have a new quest that we can get started with Casper. A cryptic message. Hey there, some guy named Scott left a message for you. Do you know him? Tall, wears a hat, white as a sheet. I actually thought he was a ghost for a minute. He was a bit offended, said he was naturally pale. He was very animated about an encounter he had on the haunted trail ride. He refused to give any further details. Rude. Anyway, he wants you to meet him there. Okay, do I have to actually take the haunted trail ride, or can I just... the way that is the most convenient way, so we're going to at least try. Oh, okay, he's right at the start of the haunted trail ride. Thank goodness you're here, Arya. This might sound like a whopper, but I had a terrifying encounter further up on the trail. I was skedaddling through the canyon when I felt like I was being watched. I spun around in the saddle to discover a monster chasing me. That's the same thing that happened to me. I escaped. That's the same thing that happened to me. I was caught. I mean, both have happened. I feel like most people would say escaped. I'm going to say caught. You're looking at a man who was viciously attacked. I was tossed about like a ragdoll and scratched and bitten with no mercy. What do you mean you don't see any marks on me? Sheesh, doesn't mean it didn't hurt. I feel like you're doubting the veracity of my story. Anyway, we hadn't even gotten to the worst part yet. I was attacked by a werewolf. As you might have guessed, this is also the best part of the story. It means we have a hunt to prepare for. We've got to document the existence of this magnificent beast. Why don't I just wait till the full moon and take a picture of you? Heck yeah, Scott, when do we start? That's the spirit. We need to start now. Well, you need to start now. I need to sit here a spell and catch my breath. Do you see those tracks over there? If they ain't werewolf tracks, I'll eat my hat. Go on, follow them and see the beast for yourself. So I don't know if you explicitly have to do this part on the haunted trail ride. It might take us to the canyon. I mean, if anything, it's also just convenient. And, you know, with the trail ride ambiance, it's quite nice as well. Ooh, a kite! I've never seen a kite here. Ew, it's Hannibal. Spooky ghost kid. Whoa. Is it Alexander? Was that me screaming? I need to hurry back to Scott. Hold on now. I want to see if there's any trail ride goodies up here. Nope. Just Alexander. Soul Shard. Oh, he's back where we left him. I can tell by your face that you saw something scary. Meet me at my base of operations to begin the serious investigation of the existence of werewolves in Jorvik. Meet him in Moorland? Alright. To Moorland we go. Another soul shard? Hashtag blessed. You know, I made a tutorial about how to find like the cat collar, the bunny collar, basically all the stuff on the haunted trail ride, and I've still only ever found one cat collar. I know that they can spawn in multiple places, like they can spawn there, and they can spawn like over here. Oh wait, hold on. Are you a bunny collar? I don't need any more bunny collars. Dang it. Okay, yeah, they can spawn right there. They can also sometimes spawn like right here. But yeah, I've not had like very much luck at all with the cat collars. I know a lot of people are also still struggling. Some people are also struggling with the bunny collars, but I've literally, it's bunny collars for days for me. Just no cat collars, just the one. Here we are, base camp. Am I gonna have to assemble the base camp again like we did for the Yeti hunt? Ugh, what a mess. You think that with my years of trail riding and camping out, I would learn to organize my equipment. Will you unpack the boxes? I'll be over here making a list of what we still need to do. Dang it. Alright, fine. Thanks, pal. While you were unpacking, I checked the inventory. We are missing a crucial tool for our hunt. Werewolf repellent. Yes, I know. I should have checked this before now, but here we are. At least I have the recipe. You definitely are going to have to fetch the most important ingredient. The key element to our repellent is silver powder. What? Why don't I go ask for the silver myself? Ever since I acquired some of the horses, some people of Moorland have not taken kindly to the sight of me. Since you take on a lot of miscellaneous jobs, I think you could handle this just fine. Scott, what did you do to the horses? Is that like some like Scott Buttergood lore that I don't remember? I remember that he stole, not stole, but like he was trying to buy a wild horse off of someone in Firgrove who was moving, and like Josh and Gary Goldtooth were like, no, Scott's not a right fit for your wilds, we have to get it back. And then like, because the horse was in trouble, like I remember that being a problem, but I don't remember Moreland. Do I have silver powder? Well, not at hand actually. I was supposed to get a shipment delivered by a company out of Fort Pinta called JC Cheap and Easy Deliveries. Okay, James. I just checked the delivery status and it states that the crates were delivered on or near the property. I'm definitely leaving a bad review. Since I have something in the forge, I'll pay you in silver powder to ride out and check the roads leading in and out of Moreland stables. There should be a total of 6 crates. Oh, I see. They've reintroduced the theory of encumberment on horses for this quest. How many can I stack on top of my horse? Oh, I can only do... Oh boy. Great, this is all of it. Here's the silver powder as promised. Thank you. Back to Scott. Excellent, I knew I can trust you with this one. Alrighty, now listen. The order in which we put this stuff in the pot is important. First, some soap. Then the silver powder, then the water on top. No, I didn't mean... No, I meant to add soap. Which one is soap? Oh, okay. Soap. Do I have to do this again? Listen here. Soap, silver powder, and water. Okay. Why would the soap be in a spray bottle? That's my question. I was thinking like, oh, a bar of soap. Not like... Oh, wait, maybe that's like horse soap? I don't know. I guess this is soap. Silver powder and water. What? How am I already forgetting this? There we go. Here we go. Now we just need to bottle this and I will be ready to face any werewolf on the trail ride. I mean you'll be ready. Alrighty, just one more thing you need. I had to order it special, so be careful with it. The complicated asset for monster evidence recording apparatus. It's a camera. C-A-M-E-R-A. Scott, that spells camera. God dang it, I think it was overcharged. Too bad, we only have one. Here, you take the apparatus. I mean camera. I've been thinking, Arya, you should return to the haunted trail ride soon to conduct a werewolf hunt on your own. Think about it, we only have 1 bottle of repellent and 1 camera, and who knows if I... Wait, what? If I turn, I could end up biting you. Turn into a werewolf? Or a vampire? I'm confused. Also, I should guard these, tents. Be careful and return to camp when you complete your hunt on the haunted trail ride. To the haunted trail ride. Okay, so here is where it wants us to look for a werewolf. Maybe I should document these footprints for Scott. Is that your cola? Is that supposed to be werewolf poo? Are we supposed to assume that he just ate a whole can of your cola? Okay. Chips and more soda. A pile of junk food. Does the werewolf eat this? And a brush? Okay. Getting a balanced diet, I see. A horse brush? What's this doing here? Hi! Look at your eyes! How cute! Oh my god. Actually adorable? What the heck? I want those eyes. How do I get those eyes? Ow! Ow! Put the camera away. The flash hurts my eyes. You're a werewolf? At the moment, yes, but I think I'm rocking the look. You definitely are. What happened to you? I was doing some chores over at Starshine Ranch and I got too close to a wolf pack. I was out of repellent and I couldn't find any horse poop on the ride though. Oh, you have fangs! Oh my god. Next thing I knew, I was waking up on the ranch. It had happened before, of course, but this time it felt different. A few nights later, well, I suddenly needed a horse brush to do my hair. Now tell me, why have you and your friend been chasing me? You viciously attacked Scott? He was viciously attacked by the thorny bush he dove into when he saw me. I never touched him. I apologize for the accusation. No worries, I am a werewolf after all. It's not inconceivable that I would bite someone. But would you believe I'm a vegetarian? That doesn't explain why you keep chasing me, though. We're cryptid hunters. We just wanted a photo of you. That's it? Sure, just turn off the flash and we'll get one together. Thanks. I need to meet Scott now. I hope I see you again soon. Adorable. Alright, so I guess I gotta go find Scott. Is Scott in Moreland? Yeah. Alright, finish the trail ride again. Please tell me you found the werewolf. I'm just dying to find out what happened out there. It feels like you were gone a long time. Did you encounter the werewolf? You weren't attacked, were you? Tell me. She's really nice. Here's what happened. I feel like some dialogue was missing there. Wow, great photos, but if she's so nice, why did she attack me? Scott, she said you jumped into a thorny bush. Slander. I'll tell you what, I'm going to get these photos to the Yarva Gazette. We're going to be famous. I should also write to the Believer Society and some other groups I belong to. You really excel at cryptid and monster hunting. Check with me later. I have some ideas for additional hunts. Alright, so I believe that actually completes the original Scott werewolf hunt. But according to the news, we can actually do a hunt daily, but this is only available for Star Riders. I'm curious what the difference is going to be, so let's check it out. We can do a daily strange sightings all over Jorvik and a daily photo exchange. What is this? You're missing one or more of the required... Okay, interesting. So daily sightings all over Jorvik. Another day, another fine possibility for professional Eurovision journalism. Oh my god, supernova. The Golden Hills Valley has been the home of many terrifying sightings, but this one must be the worst. I have heard of a ghostly apparitions or specters roaming the valley. I don't know if a ghost will get picked up by a camera, but we must try. Okay. I guess to Golden Leaves? Ooh, okay, so it gives us a couple of spots to... Ooh. Wow. What do you look like? Anyways, why does that look like a ghost of a werewolf? It's very hard to see. Anyways, it looks like it's giving us, like, places to actually, like, little circles to search. Alright, and back to Scott. We've gotten our 3 pictures, and now we can turn them in for something. Okay, so we can complete the quest first. You're the best, Arya. I'll take these photos to the Jorvik Gazette. This makes my skin crawl, but thank you, Arya. I shall deliver these to the Jorvik Gazette. Okay, so now we can... Oh, okay, we can turn in the photos for tokens. Returning to the heap, a couple of activities have returned from previous years. First, the Witches Gambit is back. Much like Galloper's Gambit, you can choose to take the challenge, and if you do, within, I think about 15 minutes, you'll be chased by the witch. I believe it works exactly the same as Galloper's Gambit, so if you enter the keep, or if you start a race, it's supposed to reset that timer, though I have seen people sign up for championships and still get chased by Galloper Thompson. Unfortunately, if you do, it actually cancels out that you've joined the championship, so I guess beware of doing the Witches Gambit or Galloper's Gambit during a championship. To access the Witches Gambit, you're going to go to the left up the stairs and talk to that ghost. And also, trick-or-treating has returned. Between the storage and the mask shop, the Trickster NPC has returned with a quest for us. Boo! Haha, did I scare you with my cool mask? Hey, that's a nice horse you got. I have a cool idea. How about we go trick-or-treating together? If you wear a mask to match mine, we're bound to get even more goodies. Masks are really cool. They hide your identity, which is great if you want to go around and ask people for more candy. Hint, hint, you should wear one too. I think if you match the one I'm wearing, we get even more treats. People like to reward effort. You can pick up some masks at this shop. I've drawn my inspiration from their stock, so there's at least one mask you can get from there that will match mine. If the mask you're looking for isn't there, you might want to check your storage. Some masks obtained from other stores may also match my prompt. I'll let you know what I think of what you're wearing before we ride off to Jorvik. Of course, we don't have to match and we'll still get candy. Let's give trick-or-treating a try here in the keep. I want to make sure your animal companion is okay with me riding them. I don't weigh anything, but some living beings seem to feel cold when you touch them. Now, if you've never gone trick-or-treating before, here's how you do it. You walk up to someone and say, trick-or-treat. Let's try that with the cute little gourds near the portal to Jorvik. As you're in front of the gourds, your cheering and gibberish picks up. It's time to say the line. Trick-or-treat! Awesome! We'll have to go to Jorvik though for some actual candy, but seeing these little guys happy warms my non-being and strictly metaphorical heart. Let's go back for now. I think you get the basic idea of trick-or-treating now, yeah? So, for the real thing, I'll start out by looking at what you're wearing and pick a destination. You got a bit of a hero vibe, so I bet you know tons of people across Jorvik, including those who may have candy for trick-or-treaters. Let's go. Alright, so you're wearing a superhero mask. I don't think I have a superhero mask. I also don't actually know how much of a difference it is if you do or don't wear the right mask. I mean, I have this elegant mask. I guess we'll try it. It may not be a typical flower you wear in your hair, but the leaves of the lily pad are gorgeous, so why not? It's not like you can get wet anyway, so I'm free to do whatever I want for the aesthetics. Anyway, let's go trick-or-treating. If we match, we're bound to get even more goodies. Today, my outfit is a beautiful lily pad. Oh, so you didn't want a superhero mask. You should wear the frog mask if you want to match it. Take a step back so I can get a better look, and you can also use this as an opportunity to fine-tune your costume if you're not ready. Alright, I think I do have the frog mask. The location for checking your outfit is a little weird. It's a little far away, but you have to go right in front of the cauldron. I'll have a look at your outfit now. Let's see. Ooh, you look great. I think we're dressed as an award-winning duo for the best costume of the year. Are you ready to go, or do you want to change to something else? I'm ready. Let's go. Silverglade Village, here we come. Alright, first trick-or-treat. Here's some treats for the three of you. Arya, Supernova, and your friend in the back there. I didn't even notice. Did I get, like, tokens for that or something? Are you kids here for volunteer jobs? Just kidding. I tricked you. Here's a treat. Be good citizens and leave the streets tidy. No candy wrappers on the ground. So far, no. Like, I don't know what's considered a treat in this minigame. That's why I never think that, like, actually changing your mask actually does anything. Because, like, from what I've noticed, you get the same amount of tokens at the end. I don't think you get anything during trick-or-treating. But if I'm missing something and somebody knows, please tell me. Oh, shucks. No one is shopping right now. Okay, treats today, but promise to come back shopping real soon. Be safe out there. Did I get everyone? Interesting. Okay. So I just wanted to check to see if I had finished the quest, and according to the quest, it says that if you were a skeleton mask, you get a big reward. I wonder if that's what it was for previous years. Last year, Wednesday was the frog. It also says that trick-or-treating location is in Moorland Stables and Silverglade for Star Riders, so I don't know if non-Star Riders do trick-or-treating in Moorland. Oh, Daxton. Nice costumes. Maybe you have a future as a tailor. Are you getting a lot of candy? Maybe I should try trick-or-treating. Maybe after I finish all these orders for the Bobcat girls. And Steve. Hello, Arya. It's good to see you having fun, and I see you have a new friend there. Very nice. Enjoy the treats and don't get tummy aches. Look at all these amazing goodies we got. All our effort really paid off. We got more candy than we could finish by ourselves today. You bet the residents of the keep will reward you for that little extra you put in. Let's head back. Thanks for today. Come back tomorrow for more fun. Okay, I got 2 tokens, 10 player experience, because that was that, I guess, technically the daily mission? I got 10 player experience, I got some horse experience, and I got 2 tokens. But I'm pretty sure you get the same thing if you are not wearing the same mask. Though I won't be able to test that theory until tomorrow. Ooh, level up. Would you believe that that was only the second section of today's news, and there's still so much to go through? So the next thing up is the vintage shop, new sets, and witches hats. So you'll notice we now have a shopkeeper at the empty stall called Vintage Treasures. And I believe these are all the items that were released pre-2021. And for all of the people who I have misled for like at least a year, these shorts with the cat socks that I thought was part of the Fabulous Enchanter set are actually part of the Willow Whiskers set that I completely forgot about. So yeah, if you like these shorts with the cat socks, Willow Whiskers sets, everything here is apparently heavily discounted, so you can get it for a great steal. This shop has a lot in it, from the Will-O-Whisker sets, the Dusk Grim set, Pepita Pixie's outfit set. There is the Idris Carnival Master outfit, which this feather goes really, really cute with the new carousel horse. There's also some vampire sets. There's the purple bewitching witch's hat. There's honestly more outfits than I even thought, because I believe some of these were supposed to be like permanently discontinued and they have still come back. This is such a cute top. What the heck? It's not Max, but it's adorable. There is also a new outfit at Afterworldly Attire. Ugh, okay. There is the Western Goth set, which is like a cute little autumnal black, silver, and orange outfit set, and tack set. Got these really cool like chained boots. What is with these porcelain masks? There's 3 additional porcelain masks that are, again, terrifying. I'm not a fan of these. The news mentioned that those porcelain masks were going to be at the mask shop. I don't know if they were referring to these 9 masks. I'm pretty sure these were here for the previous weeks. I think that they were talking about the new masks that actually wound up in Afterworldly Attire instead of the mask shop. Either way, I guess check both shops if you want a mask. In addition to the purple mask that was in the vintage shop, Star Stable has added more witch hats. Except they're in Global Shop. And because they are old, they're not at the top of the list. And there's no search function. So if you are looking for a witch's hat, you're going to have to check Global Shop and just scroll a bit down. I don't know if they were all released in the same year. So you're... Okay, we've got two. There is the Fabulous Witch Hat, which is the purple hat, which is not maxed at. And then we have a plain black witch's hat that is also not maxed at. Oh wait, can I show owned? Because there is another witch's hat that is maxed at. Oh, I didn't even see this one. This one looks like the Good Witch Azura hat from Owl House. Fierce Witch Hat, also not maxed at. I actually don't even see the hat that I'm talking about. It's a black hat with like a little brown band on it. Maybe it's supposed to be in the vintage treasure shops, but because I own it, it won't show up. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that one is maxed out. I'll show you which one I'm talking about. This one. It's just a black witch's hat with a brown band on it. And it is maxed at. I'm gonna guess it's supposed to be in the vintage treasure shop. Obviously, I can't confirm because it won't show me the items that I've already purchased in that shop. But anyway, some, but not all, of the witch's hats are also in Global Shop if you're looking for something else. And the last part of today's news will take us to Marley's Vintage Barn, because there's another horse retirement coming soon. The Gen 2 Frisian and Gen 2 Frisian Sport Horse will be leaving Jorvik. These are 2 well-loved breeds. There were other Gen 2 Frisians, I believe, that had also left earlier in the year, but these were the last 2 that were remaining. Both the Gen 2 Frisian and the Gen 2 Frisian Sport Horse can be purchased for 315 star coins, and they will be leaving the game on December 18th. So if either of these beauties in all of their colors are on your list, definitely aim to get them sooner rather than later, because they will be leaving Jorvik before the end of the year. And as with all horse retirements, even when these horses leave the game, if you already own them, you will keep them as long as you choose to keep them. They just won't be receiving any sort of update or retrofit or any fixes, really. That's it for this week's update news post. However, there's still a bunch more to talk about. Last week, a new minimum spec requirement took effect for the PC platform of the game, and it looks like there will also be changes in iOS support. On November 6th, we are dropping the support for all devices running iOS 15 or lower. We will no longer be optimizing our content for these operating systems. If your device is affected by this change, you will get it pop up in your launcher as a heads up. You can always play the game on desktop or mobile devices with newer operating systems. I'm gonna be honest, I am not an Apple girly. I use a Pixel and I've never switched to Apple. The only Apple product I use is my iPad, and I don't really play Star Stable on my iPad. So I actually have no idea what iOS versions came out in what years. I did some light researching, and it looks like the oldest phone that can use iOS 15, I think, is like an iPhone 6 or 7 or something. What are they on now? Is it 15? Is it 20? I don't know. Apparently iPhone 16 is the most recent, which runs on iOS 18. I don't know if they update their iOS versions as frequently as they make new phones. So this one's a little bit harder for me to judge if it seems like the technology that's being outdated is technically still new. I have no idea. At least for like the computer one, like I could tell you like, oh, they're not supporting graphics cards that are like 10 years old at this point, which makes sense. Most computers aren't running graphics cards that are 10 years old. But phones is tricky for me. I have no idea. Unfortunately, if your phone cannot run anything newer than iOS 15, you will have to upgrade or play on a different platform. Honestly, even if it was Android, I probably wouldn't be able to tell you if it was outdated or not. But they haven't at this point updated any minimum specs requirements for the mobile version for Android. So this only applies if you are playing on an Apple-enabled device, and that change will take effect on November 6th. Moving on now, let's talk about the bug fixes that happened this week. If you aren't aware, Star Stable does post a bug fix log most weeks. They've been pretty consistently doing it every week. I just honestly forget to talk about it most of the time during these update videos. But there were a lot of changes in the bug fixes that I guess sort of surprised me. Some things I just didn't notice and probably should have. Others, I'm kind of sad that they were bugs and not features. So let's go through the list and talk about what I mean. So this is the page that Star Stable posts their bug fixes and ones that they are known and working on. Some of these known issues have been around for a while, but a couple that I wanted to point out. The Frisian and Frisian Sport Gen 3 are missing sound during their rear animation. They didn't mention that they are also still missing their rear in the level up. I know that there are more known issues than they actually share here. I feel like that list would be too long. I think these might just be like their top priorities. Another one that I was pretty excited to see on this list is that some players are not receiving all lore books during soul riding. Affects all players, all platforms. I noticed this a while ago, and I'm glad that it's being addressed. I think we're supposed to get a couple of lore books from Avalon or Evergrade's perspective, I think. All I remember is that when I was doing soul riding with Rhiannon, I noticed I was supposed to be getting lore books that I was not getting. Hopefully we get all the lore books because I want to read more about that. And another one that's really exciting to see on this list is that players don't receive reward from daily championship showdown quest after completing the Baroness's Championship. This has been a problem since the Baroness's Championship. Actually, Baroness's Championship came out before the daily championship showdown. This has been a problem since the daily championship quest from, why can't I remember her name? From this NPC at the Moorland Championship Hub. We've not been able to turn this in after completing the Baroness's Championship, and hopefully, fingers crossed, soon we will be able to. But now let's talk about the bugs that were fixed this week. First, the Emerald Goth Jumping Saddle and Gleaming Glamour Red Saddle Pad have their textures updated and corrected. I noticed that it was weird that the Emerald Goth Jumping Saddle was silver instead of gold, and it seems like they fixed that, which is very exciting. Yes. Okay, awesome. So the Emerald Goth Saddle Pad previously, I think, had like silver chains on the back of it. I don't even think it was like the right saddle at all. So I'm really glad that it now matches the Haunted Dressage set, just the recolor in the gold. Very exciting. I love that saddle. And the other one was the Gleaming Glamour Red Saddle Bag. This one was also not displaying the right color. I don't know what it was previously, though. The next issue is that they resolved an issue where the magical horse coats were not being saved between sessions. For a while, they were saving, and I noticed with Song Sorrow, or at least the start of the Halloween update or event, they weren't saving anymore, but it looks like they will now be saving between sessions. There are a couple of quest-related issues. Issue with the hitbox for the Valiant. Difficult to interact with during the Valiant, the Pack Horse quest. I don't even know what quest that is. Issue with the daily Soul Rider training with Anne at the Druid Paddock. Some portals were spawning in the wrong places. Apparently a ghost's position has been adjusted in Hollow Woods. Fixed an issue where players couldn't access the kite during the Haunted Trail ride. Now, I don't know if that meant all kites because they weren't spawning for the last week. I haven't at least found a kite in the last week. The first one I found in since the very first week was literally during the Haunted Trail ride this morning. Or if it was just like a specific kite. I have no idea. There were also 2 issues addressed with the Selle Français. One is a skinning issue behind the hind legs of the Selle Français during jumps. I didn't really notice that, so I couldn't tell you what it looked like. But the second one actually makes me a little bit upset. Adjusted the swirling motion for the Selle Français hindquarters during fast gallop after feedback from the community. I swear, if you guys ruined my Selle Français butt, my little wiggle butt, I might actually cry. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna go check that out. I know that people weren't happy about how much it moved, but it was just so cute. I have a couple Selle Français. They were my favorite, slightly because of the feature, also just because they're just very expressive, very beautifully done horses. But I really, really hope the riding experience isn't like drastically changed, because I loved riding my Selle Français. We're gonna check that one out in a little bit. We're gonna move down the list currently. Corrected the mirrored DC logo on the right side of both magical horse coat. I knew something looked odd and I could not place my finger on it. I did not realize it was backwards. Let's go take a look at that one. Okay, so this is the way that it looked in the normal preview. DC is correct. You can tell that this is the D because of the little box on the left. And this is it on the other side, which is correct now. And I realized that when I went back into last week's footage, it was on this side. So yeah, I just completely didn't even notice that it was backward, but it is fixed now. They fixed that pretty quickly, which is pretty nice. I'm glad that they saw it and then they corrected it. So yeah, DC logo is correct now on both sides. The next bug is a bug that I thought was a feature, and I'm also kind of bummed that it was removed. I think 2 weeks ago I might have mentioned that there was like a trick to test driving a stable where you do your selections, you don't pay, and then you escape just to kind of see how it looks. And then you can decide which items you want to buy or change your design. If you left your stable, it would have reset. There's no harm, no foul, but it's just like nice to, test drive it. Well, apparently that was a bug and we weren't supposed to be able to do that. So they've now fixed that. If you hit escape, it just resets the appearance to whatever you set it as, which I get it. I'm not happy about it, but I get it. And finally, the last two bug fixes were missing dialogues for two quests, the Lost Saga and Locate Alex. There are also like literally months of bug fixes. So if you're curious to see which bugs have been fixed on what weeks, go take a look. They do fix a lot of bugs despite maybe people not believing that. Yeah, they do a lot of bug fixes that I don't think they get enough credit for. Okay, so first let's check the stable customization. If I were to say do some Brookhaven stuff, and do these red walls. Okay, and theoretically, if I were to hit escape, it was supposed to stay, but now it should go away completely back to what it was. Same way that if you were to hit X at the top, it would close out and reset your selection. Yeah, okay, they fixed it. That's a little bit of a bummer. I get it. They don't want people just kind of like taking pictures like they own everything. But at the same time, like, what's the harm in that? What is the harm in test driving stuff before you decide to make the purchase? It's not like it's going to stay forever. Could you theoretically just like do the changes temporarily and not leave your stable and like do all your roleplay stuff? Yeah, sure. But like, I feel like most people weren't going to be doing that anyway. I don't know. I don't know. It's just a little bit of a bummer. Anyways, let's go be bummed some more, Domino, and go see if your wiggle butt is no longer. You do still have a nice little sauntering trot, which is quite nice. Okay, so let's go into Canter. Still a little bumpy. Okay, still like the Canter. Nice and animated still. Gallop. Okay, you got a little wiggle. Not a whole lot. Oh no. No. Okay, there's literally no more wiggle in the fast gallop. The gallop has a little bit of wiggle, but the fast gallop is all up and down. That makes me so unbelievably sad. Faster gallop too, it's just up and down. I want to cry. I'm not gonna, there's not a whole lot. There is not a whole lot that Star Stable can do to make me cry. And honestly, this isn't even Star Stable's fault because Star Stable did it. What they did originally was fine. It's the flippin' community. You guys, I love you. I do. You have taken all of the joy out of the Selle Français for me, and I am so sad about it. Am I being dramatic? Yeah, sure, whatever. But like, this is the Jorvik Frisian all over again. And I know, I was in after Jorvik Frisian had their update and I still fell in love with them. So like, I get it, it's fine. But like, that little wiggle butt brought me so much joy, you have no idea. And I'm legitimately going to cry. It makes me so sad that it's gone. I'll just have to gallop everywhere instead of fast gallop everywhere. I don't like it. Anyway, that's it for this week's update video. Sometimes on Wednesdays they post a new Instagram reel with the code. If there is one, I'll put it here. I'm really sad, guys. Next week is the last week of the Halloween update. We're getting new horses, including a Selle Français that I was going to get without a doubt, but now I don't know anymore. We're getting, I think it's like 3 or 4 new, like, coat variations for some of the horses. They will be permanent, so they're not going to be exclusive to the festival. I also forgot to add, I think the next part of Linda's quest in Moorland, I think it's like week 3 that you can do the quest. I haven't done it again this year. I was waiting to see if there was going to be another one for week 4, but you can replay through week 3 of Linda's quest now. I don't even care enough to like go back and put that into a more appropriate part of the video. I'm broken. The bug fix has broken me. Oh, also the registrar will be coming back next week, so there will be another new daily next week. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. I guess if you liked it, you can leave a like. Subscribe for condolences for the Selle Francais's butt, and I will see you all in next week's video, probably, I guess. Bye.